We are super excited about what 2025 is going to bring to us because of where the distribution that we now have across here, which is a combination of obviously broadcast, cable, and streaming. We want to meet race fans where they are, or potential race fans where they are. We think this group does exactly that for us. So we couldn't be happier to have them on board. The other thing I want to talk about very quickly is what our industry, the NASCAR industry, has done to come together. Whether you're talking about drivers, racetracks, our race teams, our industry comes together better than any other sports property when there's a mountain to climb. And that's what happened in 2020. That's what happened, honestly, just for the sport overall. And you look at the growth of where the sport is, and I think it's a testament to the success of the sport to have these world-class media companies all want to be part of our sport, plus the CW. So thrilled to have these guys come. LA, Seattle, New York, all coming here to say welcome and excited to be part of our future in 2025.
Yeah, thank you for that, Steve. And I want to ask you one more question because you've said this quite a bit, but we've talked about the optimization of media rights. Could you talk a bit about how these partners fit that vision of optimization and what that is?
Sure. Well, he didn't ask that question before, so we'll just riff on this. I think it's exactly right. So when we were set out to do the deals really were a combination of optimizing from a distribution standpoint where NASCAR was going to be, and obviously there's a financial component as well. And we were thrilled with where we netted out on the distribution, and I think that optimization is going to be big for the growth of the sport that we're going to experience in 25 and beyond. Okay.
And Mr. Herbst, the fan is at the center of all of this. So can you tell us a little bit about what the fans can expect beginning in 2025?
Yeah, I think what we've seen over the last 5 years with the industry working together is you've seen schedule innovation, you've seen on-track product innovation, but we wanted to continue to push the envelope from a distribution perspective as well. So Steve spoke about the mix of broadcast, cable, direct-to-consumer, and streaming. We wanted to make sure that all the innovation that we were doing from a sport perspective, that we were getting in front of new demos and that we were setting ourselves up well for the future. So with Fox starting off the season with the Clash and the Daytona 500, moving into a streaming opportunity with Amazon and Jay's team that we're super excited about. A lot of innovation in that summer series over the last 2 to 3 years that you guys have seen. After Amazon moves off, then we go to Warner Brothers Discovery and Luis's team with TNT and Max, and then finally closing out the season with Rick and the NBC Sports group. We have special partnerships and special relationships with our incumbents at Fox and NBC. Steve spoke about how they were there for us through 2020. We think we were there for the networks as well. But we'll really welcome kind of the new partnerships with Amazon, with the CW, and with Warner Brothers Discovery. Look forward to kind of what this means from a fan perspective, potential alternate broadcasts, potential opportunity to get in front of younger fans as well. So super excited about the growth potential behind this new strategy.
Excellent, thank you. And so Eric, Fox Sports and NASCAR have been partners since 2001, which means that when this new deal starts, we'll be celebrating 25 years together. Can you talk a bit about why this is such a great fit and what you envision for the next 7 years of this relationship?
Sure. First, I'd like to say thank you to Jim and Ben and Lisa and Mike and Steve and Brian and Steve for just being, longtime friends and great partners. And we can't wait to start this next new chapter and have great times at any track that we go to with you guys, especially Talladega. Look, we will cross 3 decades when this program, new chapter starts. And, nothing makes us more proud than being the one that gets to kick off the season with the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Everybody in this room has been to it, and everybody knows how special it is and unique it is to start off a sport with its biggest event. And we want to keep pushing and we want to keep making it bigger and better, and it really is one of the crown jewels at Fox Sports. So we're looking forward to that, and we know that NASCAR is investing a lot to make it even bigger and better as well. And I'm actually excited to work with all three partners here. This sport is really unique in that, we're not going at the same time. We're handing off. We're kind of drafting, right? Like off of each other and pushing each other. And I think we each bring something unique to it, whether you've been doing it for a long time or whether you're new and going to bring something new that we can all steal. And we're going to be collaborating and pushing and helping promote to make this sport successful for all of us. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, thank you. And so, Jay, Prime Video has quickly become a destination for direct-to-consumer live sports, most notably the NFL and Thursday Night Football, as well as your recent Black Friday football. What does NASCAR bring to the table in terms of live sports in your programming mix?
Yeah, thanks. First of all, Eric was not joking about stealing, for anyone who knows Eric. See the laughs? Did you see that? That's truth. That's like truth coming through. So I do want to echo what Eric said, though, and really thank the whole NASCAR team. It's been fantastic to get to this point. And as Jim just said earlier, it's really the starting line again, and I can't wait for 2025 to get here. In terms of, why NASCAR for Amazon, what we really look for are premium tier 1 sports that can move the needle for Prime. And NASCAR fits that. Sport that has passionate fan base, a large fan base, where the sport is must-see for them. That is extremely valuable. And ultimately, what we're trying to do is make the Prime membership program more valuable for our Prime members. That's what we try to do in every decision we make. So NASCAR fits perfectly with that. And then, we really want to go innovate. We look at this as a 7-year plus partnership. I'm already talk about the renewal later, but but that's how we want to invest so that we can innovate for the long term, and we're excited to do that. We're excited to reach a younger audience who may have cut the cord and not watching as much, which we've been able to do with Thursday Night Football as an example. So we're excited to be part of it and excited to work across this partnership group as well.
Yeah, thank you for that. And I like that we're already talking renewals here. So Luis, at WBD Sports, you continue to expand your live sports portfolio, which is accessible via Max. I'm a subscriber, as well as across cable platforms such as TNT and True TV. What is it about NASCAR that made sense as a pillar in your sports programming?
Yes, thank you. I think we looked sort of at three big things, I would say. One was sort of the value of the audience, the very passionate audience that NASCAR has, the large audiences that it brings. And I think to Jay's point, sort of stealing a little bit of what you said, is the idea that we're in the tier 1 sports business. If you look at what we do, we don't have a 24-hour sports channel. We really concentrate on a few and big things. And NASCAR fits right in because of the audience, because of the sport. It's a high-stakes sport. When you watch it, it's a great viewing experience. And I think those are the kinds of sports that we want to get behind. The second one was that what could we bring to the table, right? And when you have a portfolio that has TNT, one of the best cable channels, we have True TV up and coming as a channel that is going to have more and more sports. We just recently put all of our sports on Max, and now it's becoming one of those primary streaming platforms for sports. We have Bleacher Report and House of Highlights, which is going to play a big role in bringing younger viewers to the NASCAR family. So from a portfolio perspective, it fits right in with what we want to do. And I think the third thing is the partnership, and I thank the France family for trusting us. It is a big part. We were rights holders until 2014, I believe. So we know what the combination and the partnership can do together. We're already imagining sort of new ideas and what we can do differently. And I think that partnership for us was very important. We look at this as a very long-term partnership. And I know that our sort of world, sort of best-class production team working hand in hand with NASCAR can bring great things to the table. And then when you put all of our assets together, I think it's part of the formula here to try to make the sport bigger and better, and not only for NASCAR and for the fans, but also for for us as well. So very excited about it.
All right, thank you. And last but not least, Rick, NBC Sports and NASCAR have a deep and prosperous history. Can you talk about why continuing to have NASCAR as a significant part of your portfolio made sense?
Well, I think a few things. It starts with a partnership first and foremost. I mean, NASCAR is right at the very top of our portfolio in terms of the tightness, the relationship that we have with the France family, Jim, Lisa, Ben, certainly Steve and Brian, working with them every day to improve the sport, to continue to drive ratings for NBC Sports. We know working with them over a long period of time, there's going to be a certain amount of innovation over the last 10 years, stage racing, tweaks to the playoffs. All that really plays into one partners with NASCAR. And then you look at the product itself. I mean, it's exciting racing. Young crop of drivers hitting the circuit. We're incredibly excited about how it fits into our Q3 and Q4 schedule. And working with these guys too as the anchor leg of the 4x4 relay that we're in here. We couldn't be more excited where the sport's going to be in the future.
All right, thank you for that. So, Mr. Phelps, I'll turn it back to you for one last word.
Wait, I forgot one thing I'm super excited about. As much as it sucks that he's no longer on the track, what's going to be new this coming year is that Kevin Harvick is going to be joining us in the booth, and I think he's here today. Right? Harv, are you here? Yeah. And I think I heard Clint somewhere. So I'm super excited that Kevin's joining us, and I think you're going to make not only Fox's coverage, but NASCAR as good as it possibly can be, that you're not on the track. So forgot about that before. Sorry.
It's awesome. Welcome, Kevin. So I'll close it out. Interesting listening to these guys talk, and hopefully everyone got as excited as I did listening to them and the unique pieces about what they're going to bring to our sport. There was a common theme throughout all of them, though. It was really our fans. And the quality of our fans, the size of the fan base. They are the best fans in all the sports. So for our fans, what they can expect moving forward is world-class production, distribution that is going to be the same in many cases, and new in others. And it is our job at NASCAR, collectively as the stakeholders, to bring more and more people into this great sport. And I think what we have just announced today is going to do exactly that.
All right. So thank you to everybody on stage and those in the crowd that helped make this historic announcement happen. We're thrilled for what's in store for 2024, and we're equally excited to embark on this next chapter of our great sport, working together with these partners on stage. To the media on site, we're going to take a moment to do some photos up here, and then we're going to also ask that the family come up and take some photos as well. Following those photos, we will have on-stage participants available for breakout interviews in the back, so look for that. But thank you, everyone. We look forward to officially crowning our National Series champions tomorrow night, as well as enjoying the festivities between now and then. Have a great rest of your NASCAR Championship week in wonderful Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you all.